Hi, back again to second sum. What was the first sum that we did about in financial transaction? What is it? There's so many things that we cover. Keith, what is it?
GST.
Oh, GST. So you know what it means? What is it, GST?
Good and Services Tax.
Goods and service tax. All right. That's good. And now you know how it can be put in. All right. Whatever discounts, whatever you get that price. And then that price will be your 100%. And then on top of that, pop, what's your 7%? Don't ever make the mistake like, oh, discount 20%. I buy something, there's a discount 20%. I pay GST 7%. So 100 take away 20, 80. 80 plus 7, 87%. Oh, no. Alright, that price, whatever you're going to pay after your discount, that 80%, that becomes your 100%. After that, you pay from that 100% another 7%. Now the next sum we're going to go into is about exchange rate. And let's look at this interesting currency. In March 2012, Mr. Gunn exchanged 520,000 LKR. What is that LKR? You know about rupees? Alright, it's Sri Lanka rupees into Singapore dollars. If the exchange rate is Sing 0.0098 in March 2012 for every 1 Sri Lanka dollar. How much is Singapore $1 worth in Lanka currencies? We're going to see whether it's worth it. And that's how people make a decision. Shall I have a holiday in Sri Lanka? Or shall the Sri Lankans come to Singapore to spend? Oh, look at their money, how they shrink. You see, when they change their 1 Lanka dollar, oh my God, it's not even 1 cent, almost 1 cent. Hey-yo, no joke. All right, so the poor Sri Lankans, look at that exchange rate. That might be a push-off factor. Push-off, I'd rather come because the exchange rate, money is not cheap here. All right, it's Singapore, they will say that. But let's find out if Singaporeans go to Sri Lanka. All right, let's find out from here. And how much would Mr. Gunn receive in Singapore dollars given the above exchange rate? And if the Lanka, all right, we put Singapore $1 is so much, we've changed the Lanka dollars in part A. And if the new rate in April is Lanka X plus $10 for 1 Sing dollar, all right, if the new rate is this, for every Sing dollar, I think I better put that in, for every, okay, this is the rate, let me put it, this money, let me change that, this dollar, for every S $1, okay, if this, how much will Mr. Gunn get in Singapore dollars if he had exchanged in April? How much would he have got if he did not change in March? Is it a loss or a gain? And what is the gain or loss percent as compared to earlier exchange rate? We want to find out. Now this sum, wow, look at it. Now it's kind of a long sum, feel no fear. The important rate of exchange is given here. And now we want to find out what is 1 Sing dollar. Mr. Gunn had so much Sri Lankan dollars. Hoo la la. It's nearly half a million, slightly more than half a million. All right, Sri Lankan dollars. We want to find out what is that. Very interesting. So we said, hui, what is it? Now, Singapore, we want to find out what in terms of Lankan dollar. We look at A, the Singapore dollar, which is 0.0098 is equals to Lanka rupees, all right, 1. And so we want to find out what is 1. The unknown is Lanka rupees here. What is 1 Sing dollar? All right, whenever you want to find out what is 1, you put 1 upon this number. So Singapore, $1 is how much? All right, this divided by that, LKR, 1 upon 0.0098. Now if you put in your calculator, 1 divided by 0.0098. Ooh la la. Yes, $102. We put the nearest. It is equivalent to 102.04. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is what we get. It takes $102. Alright? They have to give away 102 of their Lankan rupees for every 1 Sing dollar. So when you do exchange rate, when you go like countries, visits, when you travel around, you put an approximation so that you know every 100 Lanka rupees is $1. Every 100. So 1,000 Lanka rupees, how much? $10, right? Good. So that's the way to do. And they want to exchange. She wants to exchange 520,000. Oh, Kumar, come on, read properly. Scared of big sums of money. Ooh. But let's see in Singapore dollars, how much? All right? You can, now that you know that every about 100, you just have to divide it by 100. You can see, doop. His money will shrink to about $5,200 only. About that, in fact, lesser, because it's 102. Wow, an approximation. So let's go to B. In B, all right, we know that this amount of money, how much Mr. Gunn receives, we can say that every Lanka dollars, this is R, 102. Let's put it to nearest dollar. If they asked, all right, it'll be 102. But since they didn't specify, we shall put that is equivalent to Singapore $1. So what will be LKR? For $1 first, you work, divide this by this, and then multiply by this amount. All right, 1 upon 102.04. All right, and then you multiply by 520,000. Kumar! Yes. Or you can put it as 0.098. So let's look at that. 5200 divided by 102. Oops, I put 1 0 less. 520,000 divided by 102.04. All right, we've got 5,000 Singapore. He gets $5,096, and the cents is 0.4. This is what we get. We could have gone directly, class. What we could have done is we could have taken this money, all right, 520,000, and multiplied it by 0.0098. Okay, and we would have got $596. That would be the exact amount he would have got. Okay, so given to nearest, so this is the amount of money that he received in Singapore dollars. Do you see how the money shrinks? 520,000, ooh, came up to about $5,100, about there. So that's the exchange rate. So you can see why they are reluctant to come to Singapore to come for a holiday. All right, their money shrink. Now the next part of it, if X dollars, they want it in dollars, is equivalent to this. All right, and if the new rate is X plus 10. So if X dollars, you look at dollars, so in C, the X dollars is 102. $102 is equal to Singapore $1. And now the rate has changed. They said, okay, this is in March. And in April, oh wow, they added another 10 more. So in April, the Lanka dollar became 112, is equal to Singapore $1. That's in April. All right, in April. Now, if we had changed this amount, now how much money would he have received in Sing dollars in April? And you want to find out whether it's a percentage or a loss. Whereas this amount is what he received in March. So let's do it again. Right, we can say 112 LKR, $112 is Sing $1. Now we want to find out LKR 520,000 is how many Sing dollars? 1 divided by 112 times 52000. Please work that out for me. 520,000 divided by 112. Oh my, look at that. Here they got $4,642.85. 86 cents to round up. Singapore. This is what he would have received. This is what he received in March. If he exchanged at that rate, in April, this is what he would have received. So they want to find out, is it a loss or is it a gain? Just a small change of adding another $10, the rate. You see, the Lanka currency is shrinking further. You're getting lesser money. You're getting only $4,642. You take this and this, it is a loss. So you can see clearly it's a loss, right? And what is the loss percent? When you want to find the loss, you take this is the original amount as compared to the earlier rate. This is the earlier rate you got. So this is the new rate. The new rate minus the earlier rate, which is the loss, over the loss. All right? So we're not interested in negative signs, so we can put this minus that over this times 100%. So what will that be? The loss percent will be the amount he got here, which is, we take the actual amount minus this. Let's find out the loss. Is the loss over the earlier amount, the original amount. I should put it as the OP, original, or the first amount, original amount, times 100%. You can put this as the earlier amount. All right? So what will that loss be? Well, we take 5096.04. All right? 0.04 minus 4642.86 upon the original amount, 5096.04 times 100%. All right? Calculator skills are important in the sense that you want to use your human brain. I said to you earlier on, your brain can go what? Putus. All right? It can burst. Oh my God. So as I said, when you need to use a calculator, do use them. They're very important tools. You minus 4642.86. You get the loss. The loss is actually $453. Oh my God. All right. The loss. And I rather write here, it's a loss. And it is how much? The loss is $453.18 in Singapore money, if they asked how much it is. And then you divide the loss by the original amount that he would have got, $5,096.04. Get that amount, multiply it by 100%, and the loss is about 8.892. All right, so the loss is, let me divide this part. The loss is 8.89%. That's about almost 9% loss. Wow! Ooh! Look at that amount of money that he lose. Poor Mr. Gunn. If he was wise enough, he would have changed it in March. But he was hoping for the dollar to get his Lanka currency to to stretch. You know what I meant? Stretch, he can get more money here. Hoping that the rate, this will become a minus 10 maybe. Instead, it went plus 10. So he lost the money. This is about currency exchange rates, right? Many of your adult friends, all right, some of them who are very matured, even your parents, are involved in currency exchange in making money. And sometimes when you see your parents very moody and you're doing currency exchange, maybe poor thing, lost money, maybe. And we see them smiling, so happy. And you're playing with currency exchange. Wow, they made money, right? You saw it? Learn to understand their world, their financial world, that they have to get this money in dollars and cents for you. Money, money, money. It's not funny in this rich man's world. Please take note of it. This is a beautiful song. And look at a simple exchange rate and the learning point about it. He had to change this money. He came to Singapore and he needed Singapore dollars. He can't pay things in Sri Lankan money. If he pays to anybody, nobody is interested. Not even in US dollars. We want Singapore money in Singapore. Singapore money is what we need to buy and pay for things. So, well, unless you want to save or do something about it. So now this exchange rate is very important. This is Singapore to Sri Lanka currency. Now the next question is asking, what is Sri Lanka currency to Singapore $1? Always exchange rate in terms of $1. How much do I get in your currency? So that's what we found out. And we found that the exchange rate is 102. That's the exchange rate. For every Sri Lanka, 102.04. That's a very tiny amount. You get 1 Sing dollar. Alright, so you can see that Singaporeans, when you go for your holiday to Sri Lanka, wow, you live like a dude. I want to go. Keith, you want to go?
Yeah, of course.
Sri Lanka?
Yeah, it's a nice
Oh, all the masala you can eat? Great, you can follow me. Alright, so that's the exchange rate. And now, how much will Mr. Gunn get in Singapore dollars if the rate went up? And you can see from there, alright, from 102, now it's 112, okay? And you found out what is the rate. You want to be very thorough, you can put 112.04. It's a very small amount, the change. Now, so it comes up to this amount of money. The Lankan currency, 520,000, is $4,642.86. That's about a loss of $453. Alright, that's a loss if we changed it in April. So what will that loss percent be? The loss percent is the loss over the original, always the original, the first sum compared to earlier. Right, find the loss times 100% and that's about an 8.89%. Wow, wow, it's no joke. Alright, okay, now my dear, stretch, energy break. You know what's an energy break? It means you can put on your best music, you just have a short dance, or maybe you want to ease yourself in the toilet, whatever, if you're feeling uncomfortable, or maybe you like to jump around. Alright? And I'll catch up with you. Question 3. See you.